Thank you for coming to this presentation. In this opportunity, I would like to present my study entitled Jugun Ianfu's Intersecting Identities in Indonesian Novels set during the Japanese occupation. I, on behalf of Dwi Budianto, from Department of Indonesian Language and Literature Education, Faculty of Language and Arts, Universitas Negeri Yogyakarta, Indonesia, will start explain the background of this study. One of the darkest periods in the world was the period of Japanese fascism, when the Japanese soldiers forced women to become military sex slaves between 1942 and 1945. The Japanese military deliberately exploited around 200,000 women in occupied countries to become Jugun Ianfu or comfort women. These women were from Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, and some Dutch women in Indonesia. The Jugun Ianfu system employed girls and women as sex slaves for Japanese soldiers. Within the constraint of this system, Jugun Ianfu were unable to provide resistance even within 50 years after the Japanese occupation ended. This operation experienced by Jugun Ianfu, which led them to suffer and feel powerless, resulted from intersecting identities such as colonial power, gender hierarchy, and class. There was an unequal power relation in the intersectionality of identity. Literary works have attempted to represent this historical reality into imaginative reality based on the condition when Jugun Ianfu faced the multiple layer of oppression as a result of unequal power relation. However, in fact, the issue of Jugun Ianfu has almost never been the prominent topic in Indonesian historiography. In literary works with a postcolonial viewpoints, the oppression against Jugun Ianfu as subaltern is shown to be systemic in nature with intersecting identities. The study aims to investigate the intersecting identities of Jugun Ianfu during the Japanese occupation in Indonesia between 1942 and 1955 by applying Crenshaw's intersectionality theory. The data are obtained from 3 Indonesian novels set during the Japanese occupation, namely Kadarwati, Perempuan dengan Lima Nama by Kelana, Jalan Lahir by Wuri, and Kembang Jepun by Sylado. The data that are relevant to the focus of the study are analyzed using qualitative descriptive methods. This phase is carried out by comparing, categorizing, and tabulating the data obtained, followed by forming inferences. Repeated readings, referral to relevant reference source, and discussion with colleagues are conducted to ensure the validity of the data. The study findings reveal that Jugun Ianfu had 5 intersecting identities, so that they were subjected to systemic and persistent operation. The 5 intersecting identities are: number 1, being a citizen of Japanese colony; 2, being female; 3, being young; 4, being educated and mastering Japanese culture and language; and 5, coming from civil and middle-low economic class. These identities determined the form of oppression experienced by Jugun Ianfu. Women who were young, beautiful, well-educated, and able to master Japanese culture and language would be obliged to serve senior Japanese military personnel and become their concubine. The result of this study suggests that Jugun Ianfu had intersecting identities that demonstrated an unequal power relation as a result of the intersection operation. In the middle of a new patriarchal and exploitative colonization system, patterns of women oppression are likely to reoccur. Literary works are available to raise the awareness of this threat. That's all from me. I would like to say thank you for listening my presentation. May all those I have shared be beneficial for all of us. Please don't hesitate to contact me via the email address listed in this presentation file at dwi_budianto@uny.ac.id if you require further information. Thank you.